Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to move your applications from Docker to Kubernetes in just 30 seconds of time. Let me explain. Just imagine you are working as a DevOps engineer in a company. Let's say your development team is adding new feature to this company, one of your development teams. Obviously, they'll reach out to you. They'll ask you, can you containerize these microservices? Now, first thing that you would do as a DevOps engineer, you will start creating Docker files for it. Then you will create Docker Compose file so that they can run all the related containers at once. You will share the Docker Compose file with them. They will run it locally. They will test the application. Once everything is fine, they will ask you to move this application to Kubernetes because Docker Compose file is mostly for the lower environments or mostly for the development environment. Now, to move this to Kubernetes is where you spend a lot of time and effort as a DevOps engineer. Because Docker Compose file is one simple file, but when it comes to Kubernetes, you have to create Kubernetes deployments, services, ingress gateways or gateway APIs, persistent volume claim, lot of other Kubernetes resources. You might have to go through documentation or you might have to take help of AI. In today's video, I'll show you how you can automate this process. I'll introduce you to a free and open source utility that can take Docker Compose file as input and create any number of Kubernetes resources that are required in just 30 seconds of time. Yes, that is what we are going to see in the video. And the reason for making this video, because this free utility comes very handy. Whatever I explain now, this is a cycle. Every time developer works on a new feature, new microservice, you will start with Docker Compose file or Docker files, and you will end up creating Kubernetes resources for them. Perfect. So I'll share the GitHub link and any useful resource in the description as well. Now let's take a look at the demonstration part. So first of all, this is the tool that I was talking about. It's called Compose. As I told you, it's free and open source. You can run it on your Windows, you can run it on your Mac OS, Linux, and different operating systems. In fact, if you want, you can build it from source as well. Okay, anyways, I'm using Mac OS, so I'll just run this command, brew install compose. Now, once this is available, I'll take a Docker Compose file, migrate that to Kubernetes and show it to you. So for the purpose of demo, I have this simple application running. I mean, it's not running. I have the source code here. There is front end, there is back end, and there is this Docker Compose file. What's inside the Docker Compose file? So it has two services, the same front end and back end. Front end is running on port 8080, which makes a call to the back end, which is running on port 3000. Now, if I run this Docker Compose file, let's say development team asked me to containerize the microservices. So I created this Docker Compose file. Let's see, Docker Compose up hyphen build. Now it is running the containers. Let me take browser and open localhost 8080. Okay, I have it running here. Let me show you. There you go. A simple front-end application, call backend, hello from the backend. So now we have the front end running and we have the backend as well running using the Docker Compose. Now this is for the local environment or this is just for the dev environment. Now the next thing that developers will ask you, migrate this to Kubernetes, right? So I'll create a Kubernetes cluster so that I'll show you that it will work absolutely fine. So I'll use kind here, kind create cluster hyphen name. Let me call this as Compose demo. Okay, a simple Kubernetes cluster. Because we are using kind, we should have this Kubernetes cluster in like maybe 1 minute. Let's wait for it. So we have the Kubernetes cluster as well. Now what I'll do is I'll just run this command, compose convert -f docker compose.yaml. Okay, and you will see the magic instantly. It did not even take 30 seconds of time, not even 1 second. It created backend service, front-end service, backend deployment, and front-end development deployment. Let's say if persistent volume was required or storage class related things were required, or maybe gateway API was required, it would also create those resources. Because this is a very simple application, it instantly created these four resources for us. But Abhishek, then why did you say we need 30 seconds of time? Now there is one thing that you have to change. That's why I said it will take 30 seconds of time. If you go to, let's say, your front-end deployment.yaml, okay, this one here. So we have the file that is created, the complete Kubernetes manifest. But if you look at the image, okay, the image here is just front end because it does not know what exactly is your Docker image. It did not update the image name for you. This is the only field that you have to update. Same is with the backend deployment as well. Then you don't have to touch your service and other things. Okay, just go to the backend deployment.yaml. Same thing, just update the image. But Abhishek, I don't have to update the port related information. Not needed. It fetches that information from the Docker Compose file. Only image name in the backend and image name in the front-end deployment.yaml. How will you do that? Now, because you have this containers running on your machine, just do Docker images. Okay, so I tagged the front-end image and I tagged the backend image as well using the Docker tag command. I push these images to Docker Hub. So I'll just copy this one here. So this is my front-end image. I'll open front-end hyphen deployment.yaml. Okay, I'll paste it here. I'll do the same thing with backend as well. Okay, paste it. Now let me open backend hyphen deployment.yaml. Even in this, I'll just update the image. That's all. Now what I'm going to do is I'll just run kubectl apply hyphen f dot, or individually I can provide resources names as well, but I'm not going to do it. You can see created backend service, created front end service. You can ignore this error. This is because I used dot. It also executed kubectl apply command on Docker Compose file. You can ignore this. But all the four resources are created. Now if I just do kubectl get pods, there you go. Our pods are running. Kubectl get SVC. You can see our service is also running. Now I'll just do this, right? I'll just run kubectl port forward because we don't have, no, obviously we don't have load balancer setup. We are using a local Kubernetes cluster. So I'll take the service kubectl port forward. In real time, you don't even have to perform this because you will have a load balancer. You will have an ingress controller or gateway API controller. So this is also done automatically. But on the kind cluster, I'm running this to just show it to you. SVC, name of the service. This is my backend service. On which service is the backend running? It's running on port 3000. Sorry, front end. I have to port forward the front end, right? So front end, where is it running? On 8080. I'll run it on port 8089. Okay, colon 8080. That's all. Now I'll just run this command and I'll just do hyphen hyphen address is equals to 0.0.0.0 so that there is no local host related configuration issues. I've done this. Perfect. Now let me go back here. I'll access localhost colon 8089. Let's see what happens. There you go. Call the backend. It is working fine. So this is all what you need to migrate your application from Docker to Kubernetes. Very interesting resource. Go through the documentation. In fact, I recently discovered it. I'll be very honest. I was not aware of this, although there are more than 10,000 GitHub stars. I was not aware of this project. For one of the project that I'm working on, I was searching for open source projects. I found this, and they also have some interesting arguments. So if you go through the documentation, probably spend 10 minutes of time, you will learn it. Not a big deal, very simple application. Perfect. So I hope you found it insightful. I hope you learned something new today. In case you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section. Not only about this, but in general also, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching today's video. See you all in the next one. Take care.